Something that I've really been understanding on a different level recently is the power of patience. Now, we all know being patient is good. But now, I've been starting to realize that there's a difference between having patience and being patient. Being patient means that you are patient. Having patience means that you could run out of patience. Like, you have a certain amount of patience, and then once it's up, then that just leads to frustration, and which can lead to anger. But if you just are a patient person, that's just who you are, and you will forever be patient, all right? And I'm just saying that because I've been realizing how people's patience run out. Like, for example, we were in like this little stop and go traffic, and the dude behind me just starts honking. You know what I'm saying? Once he starts honking, his patience ran out. You know what I'm saying? And then he like goes on the sideline, zooms, and just does all this crazy shit. His patience ran out, and now he's releasing his anger on other people by zooming past, honking the horn, and doing all this other stuff. And I'm just bringing this up because I'm just showing you guys how a lack of patience can lead to bad actions upon other people because of your lack of patience. You understand what I'm saying? So in this video right here, we have a killer laughs at dad crying for daughter, which is extremely, extremely sad. And I'm just bringing up patience because I feel like I just want to let you guys know. And obviously the killer is a horrible person. That's one thing he definitely lacked. I mean, if anyone's patient, they're going to be very, very calm. So just being more patient leads to you being a better person. That's all I gotta say. But this is a very, very sad situation we have here with the dad crying for his daughter and the killer laughing at it. So we're about to watch this video. We're about to see how this whole entire scenario goes down. Make sure you do like the video, man. Let's get straight into it.
Today's video consists of the nastiest people there are. These people are being convicted for murder, and they begin to laugh at the families of the people who were their victims.
That's sick.
Make sure you guys watch this entire video because let's just say things continue to get crazier. First up we have mother talks in court while murderer laughs. Here we have an individual who was laughing at the mother of his victim while she's crying and talking about the case. This man, who we will not state his name to give him any attention, he murdered another teen individual.
In court after an admitted killer is caught on camera smiling during his sentencing. A judge fed up with that casual attitude stopped the proceedings in a surprising move. 7 Action News reporter Shelley Childers live in the newsroom right now with what happened next. Shelley?
Well, Stephen, it's...
Like, that's so idiotic. So that means he just wants to go to jail for a long... He's a retard. Like, he's a retard.
And it was quite a shakeup in court today. The judge asked the prosecutor to throw out the sentence agreement and take this case to trial. There was a long recess as everything was put on pause because of this 17-year-old's behavior.
Donta Wright sat in court smiling and nearly laughing as a mother shed tears for her son, shot and killed by Wright.
I've lost laughter and love. I no longer have the hope of having grandchildren. I've lost the enjoyment of holidays and birthdays and of everyday life.
Wright addressed the court showing no remorse.
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
That's all you got to say.
The judge, clearly fed up with the defendant's attitude, stopped the proceedings and asked prosecution to consider taking this case to trial, where Wright would face a stiffer punishment if found guilty by a jury.
He has no remorse, as stated by the reporter. He doesn't care. The judge is about to address the situation, how he's sitting there smiling while the mother of the murdered is crying and talking about the situation. What's messed up is how this isn't even the craziest one in today's video. But let's see what the judge has to say.
But watching you sit there and smile.
I'm thinking since he's 17, I would just, I don't know if that would work. Just prolong it till he's 18 and give him that dude a longer sentence because he needs to have punishment.
Smile, laugh, and shake your head like this was no big deal. I'm very tempted to just say I'm not going to accept this sentence agreement. We'll go to trial, and if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means you'll die there.
This is not the first time the teen has shocked the courtroom. Back in June during a pretrial hearing, he admitted he shot and killed 18-year-old Jordan Klee. It was October 2016. Wright said he and 2 other friends were trying to rob Klee when he shot Klee in the back of the head, killing him. The victim, a senior at Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor, was described as a high-achieving student and football athlete.
This year was supposed to be
a little ting-ting from Ann Arbor.
a year of celebration, of senior pictures with prom and graduation and parties. Instead, it was a nightmare that no parent should ever endure.
Ultimately, Jordan's family decided not.
Killer laughs at father in the courtroom. This person murdered this man's son, and he begins to laugh at him and smile at him.
Wait, why is the Wi-Fi
in the courtroom? Like anyone would, the father leaped over the tables and attacked him.
I'm sorry about this. I don't know why. I think it's just my computer overheating.
And things got heated in a Cleveland courtroom as the father of a murder victim was addressing his daughter's convicted killer. Then this happened. He launched himself over a table, attacking the man. The deputies eventually got in the middle there and separated the two, leading the victim's father out of the courtroom. Ultimately, the judge agreed with the jury's recommendation and imposed the death penalty.
You need to let them scrap. You need to let them get it in.
Murder.
You have to.
Victims.
That is. Ooh wee! That dad, yo, ooh. Y'all need to let them get it in. One time for the y'all need to. Y'all need to.
My sister speaks. This is disgusting. This murderer is laughing at the sister of the victim who is speaking on the matter. But she doesn't let this affect her. She fires back and fights for her family member. And quite honestly, she puts this murderer in his place.
The notorious Tri-State Killer may spend the rest of his life in prison. Tyrell Webster was convicted of killing a man in East Price Hill, and as the victim's family asked for justice today, Webster was laughing at them. Andrew Setters has the story you will see only on WLWG tonight.
And he was taken from us on my brother's birthday, which hurts very, very much.
As the victim's family shared their pain, Tyrell Webster smirked. Routine questions before sentencing got responses like this.
Do that matter?
Yes, it does.
Last spring, Grover Cleveland Watson Jr. was gunned down during an argument. Today, Watson's sister, who is legally blind, stood before Judge Jody Lubers and asked exactly where her brother's killer was standing so she could look at him as she spoke. Her initial offer of forgiveness?
She is now going to talk straight to the man. And when the judge tells her that he is laughing, this is when she fights back and realizes that he isn't going to be laughing forever. Let's hear what she has to say.
But when I heard the story on the news, the first thing I did after I could close my mouth was just to ask God to forgive you. Because you didn't know what you were doing.
Turned cold.
Just so you know he's laughing right now. I really don't care about this because you know what, you laughing at it. But the moment they get you behind those prison walls for the rest of your life, you will be somebody's girlfriend. And that smile will no longer be on your face. It will be tears.
The judge sentenced Webster to 18 years to life behind bars. From the Hamilton County Courthouse, Andrew Setters, WLWT News 5.
And unfortunately, we have seen this type of dismissive behavior in court before from Tyrell Webster's brother. Lonnie Webster was also known as a bona fide hustler for the tattoo that covered his face. He's also a convicted killer and lashed out at the judge back in 2007 while being sentenced for killing a man in Hyde Park.
We have a 16-year-old boy here who is going to court for murder.
But these young dudes are getting crazy, yo.
He doesn't realize the consequences he's about to face. Let me share with you what the reporters have to say.
Going crazy.
The developing story tonight, the video causing a firestorm of controversy. A 16-year-old charged with murder, smiling, even laughing on his way to court to face those serious charges.
Another thing that people aren't even conscious of, like so many people don't even realize. But a lot of it, I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of it has to do with the music I listen to. Because realistically speaking, if you're not able to decipher that Lil Durk not killing anyone, now he's not killing anyone, Lil Baby's not killing no one, but they all talk about murder in their raps, it makes it feel as if it's valid to kill people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually kind of cool. It's that thing to get respect to kill someone, which is like, it's really not the way of life itself. But these young people are influenced.
Accused of killing Nathan Travisano during what police call a 2-week crime spree. Derek Thomas has been following this story. He joins us live now with more on today's court appearance. Derek.
Adam's case is an adult court with adult penalty.
Now hold up. His nostrils is on 1,000 though, my nigga. God damn! He looked like he breathed more in one breath than I do in 10. God damn, and that's it. Yeah.
If he is convicted on all his cases, he could receive over 100 years in prison. 16-year-old Simeon Adams is familiar with going to court, but not adult court. and not in chains, and not for murder.
He is laughing.
The smile on his face might indicate the teen doesn't understand the pain he's accused of causing.
Even the reporter is saying
should
this
be in
boy does
jail.
not realize what he's done. He's going to be facing life in prison.
Exactly,
I seriously
absolutely.
don't understand what there is to be laughing about. Let's finish the news segment.
24-year-old Nathan Trapezzano was gunned down during an early morning walk in the 3500 block of West 16th Street. This is the surveillance video taken just prior to the victim's murder. Adams, who goes by the nickname of Red, is charged with the murder, but his friends who attended the hearing dispute that.
Free little Red, he in it say he ain't do none of that.
How do you know?
How do I know? Get these cameras out of my face.
Prosecutors believe Adams was
Retarded.
crimes.
How do I know? Get these
On
cameras out of my
March 30th,
face?
He allegedly got into an altercation with a man at the Steak and Lemonade shop at 29th and Martin Luther King. He is charged with attempted murder and aggravated battery in that case. The calendar says he's a teen. The court says otherwise.
From a prosecutor's perspective, he is a murder defendant. He's not a child. He committed a serious offense, has to be held accountable for the offense. And under the law at 16, he is an adult.
Adams has not hired an attorney.
When did that become a law? Damn, 16. Oh, shit.
Yet there will be a hearing on May 2nd.
I didn't know about
to
that
make
law.
sure he gets an attorney. Live
Y'all know about that
downtown,
one?
Derek Thomas, RTV6.
Now we probably have the most disgusting of them all. A boy shut up a school and is at his trial laughing while the judge speaks. I honestly have no words for this.
I mean, you can't be surprised, bro. You can't be surprised, especially for him laughing at the court trial. He shot up the school. Obviously, he's not there mentally. Like, nothing at that point could phase this guy. I mean, he's crazy. You know, like crazy is not the word. When I use retarded, I mean he's retarded. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? He's not there.
Defendant's conduct was without any provocation.
As Judge David Fury sentenced T.J. Lane to life in prison with no possibility of parole for a school shooting that left 3 students dead, Lane smirked. Earlier, the 18-year-old removed his shirt to reveal a T-shirt with the word killer.
Do you see his shirt? He has the word killer written on it, as if this is something funny.
Alright, man, we're gonna leave that right there. I mean, obviously these people have no patience at all whatsoever. This dude is just bonkers in the mind. Patience is not even a thought for him, but everyone else that's doing like these crazy things when it comes to even fighting and stuff like that. Like, if someone like disrespects you, obviously stand up for yourself. But you have to like pick and choose your battles. You can't let everything